Welcome to Scott Cooks. Today we're going to be doing something even a little more different than I usually do. I found this little Duncan Hines perfect size cake mix, and it is the perfect size for the Ninja Foodi. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this cake mix and cook it in the Foodi. Pretty straightforward. We're going to follow the directions. We're going to alter the times just very slightly because we're in a smaller thing here. So anyway, let's get started. First, we're just going to use an egg, the cake mix, some water, and I'm going to soften up some butter. It does tell me to preheat the oven. This is going to be my oven. So I'm going to go ahead and set the rack in there. Ah, look at that. The rack's already in there. And we're just going to put it on broil, and we're just going to let everything get nice and hot while we're waiting to get all this mixed up. I will be using the other side of the kitchen. I don't think you've seen before. I had to get my KitchenAid stand mixer out for this one. So we'll be making the batter for the cake in the mixer, and we'll be making the icing for the cake in the mixer. Let's get started. Well, when you open the box, this is what you find. The cake mix. This is to make the frosting. And you find a pan. And that's about it. So first thing we want to do is make sure the pan fits in the rack. Of course it will. It's a nice small pan. So that's just perfect. And we're going to go ahead and preheat while we get everything else rolling over here. And for me, for preheat, it simply means throw it on broil. I probably won't go the full 10 minutes, but if I do, it'll be good and hot. Okay, let's get started on the mix. All right, we've got to soften the butter. I'm just going to put it on a microwave safe plate and pop the microwave for a couple seconds just to get it softened up a little bit. It's important to make sure you lock your mixing bowl into the stand so it's good and tight. So just give it a little twist there and it locks right in. All right, got the cake batter, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, 1 egg, and a 1/4 cup of water. I've locked down my beater. I'm going to lock the KitchenAid so this top can't move on me, and we're going to mix this on slow for about 30 seconds. Then we're going to scrape it down and go medium speed for about 3 minutes. Okay, that's low speed right there. About 30 seconds. I'm not really timing it, but you'll know when 30 seconds is up. We're just kind of combining things here. And we're about 3 minutes on broil over in the Foodi right now. So I might stop that. Just leave the lid down to stop that in a couple minutes. Okay, so that's a pretty good mix. We're going to stop right there. Unlock. We're going to lift it on up. And just knock some of that off so it doesn't fall in my hand. So just going to scrape this down and get a little bit of powder on the sides. That's all they want you to do, is just get that up. There we go. That's nice. Fantastic. Okay, so all we're going to do is lock it back down. And this time we're going to go for medium-high. That's medium. That should be fine. And we are going to do 3 minutes on this one. Let me set a timer. Set a timer for 2 minutes. And I'll probably scrape it and do one more. Oh, that's looking great. Over here on the Foodi, I just went ahead and hit the stop button. And we'll just go ahead and turn that off for now. Leave the lid down. I can feel it. It's good and hot in there. All right, it's about 2 minutes, 45 seconds. What we're going to do is just go ahead and stop that. And we're just going to give it another scrape. Oh, that is looking so nice. And I'm just going to scrape the sides down again. I'm not even sure I needed to do that, but why not, right? Oh, it smells great. I feel like lemon. Anyway, it smells fantastic. Alright, we're going to get that going again for about another minute. one more minute, and then we're going to put it into the pan ungreased. We got the butter in here, we don't need any grease. Well, there we go. We're going to go ahead and scoop this over into the little pan that it came with in the box. We're not going to grease anything. And I know as tempting as it was for me to lick that beater, don't do it. Don't forget what you put in here, guys. It's raw egg, so you don't really want to be eating raw eggs. Okay, let's put this stuff in the pan. Alright, the instructions call for 300 degrees for 34 to 39 minutes. Let's just call it 35 minutes. I'm pretty sure it won't take that long based on me cooking cornbread and stuff in here. It seems to not take as long. So what we're going to do is power up. Now we're hot. Remember, we preheated. This thing is hot, guys. Be careful. Careful where you put your hand. So we're going to put that in the rack, dead center. And we're going to use bake roast, and we want to get it down as far as we can. Perfect, 300. That's where we want to. That's where we want to be. And what we're going to do is set it. I'm going to set it for 25 minutes, and that's just for me to come in here and check it. So I will check it at 25 minutes, and it may need to go another 10. I don't know. What I'm going to do is just take a clean knife or toothpick. Stick it right in there. If it comes out clean or no crumbs, then she's good. Alright, we don't have to make the frosting till after it cools, so I'm going to just let this cook, bring it out, and then I'll make the frosting. I need to clean up the mixer and get that ready for the second use anyway. So we'll see you guys in about 25 minutes. Alright, we've coming up on 24 minutes. We're going to go ahead and lift the lid. I've got a nice clean dry butter knife here. Going to insert it in and check. It's probably not going to be ready. Oh, I might be wrong. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. Go right in the center. Nice and gentle. Okay, see how that came out liquidy? So we're definitely not ready, but getting close. We got to be careful now because we're getting real brown. So we're going back to bake roast. Back to 300. That's alright. Let's go ahead and go to 290. I don't want to burn that top. Let's go to 290. And we're going to do 6 minutes and then check it. And then go 1 or 2 minutes at a time till we get there. And I'm going to set my other timer too, so remind me to come back in here. This thing is really loud, and I'm currently working in another room while this is cooking. So, all right, we're getting close, guys. We'll be making some frosting here soon. Okay, we've gone about another 5.5, 6 minutes. We're gonna check it again. Let's go ahead and stop it. And I can see a little oozing coming out where I checked it last time. I'm gonna go right beside that one. This feels better. Oh, look at that. Quite the difference, huh? Quite the difference. Let's go about 2 more minutes. 390 was a good temperature. Let's go bake roast. 290. I have to reset it because I turned it off. I didn't want it running when I stuck my hand in there. 290. What do you think? 4 minutes? 3 minutes? 3 minutes. And I have a wire cooling rack here I'm going to be using to get it out of the pan and to cool it on this rack. If you don't have one of these are really handy. The legs fold up. You can put it right in a drawer. I got the big one for a sheet pan, but you can also get smaller ones, you know, about this size. They're real nice. Dishwasher safe. Okay. With 1 minute to go, I just popped the top real quick and looked, make sure no burning or anything. It's just nice and brown, looking great. I'm going to go ahead and go the other minute, and we'll get it out to cool. Okay, that's it. Stop it. Power off. And I'm I'm just going to use a couple pot holders and pull the whole rack and everything out, and then move the pan over to my cooling rack. Okay, get some better light here. There you go. Okay, for this, we're just going to set a timer. We're going to wait 15 minutes, and then we're going to invert it and push on the bottom. It's got a little special thing supposedly in there that helps it come out. So we'll turn it over, push it out, and flip it back over again and get the frosting ready. Now that our cake is cooled, we're going to, yes, nice. We're going to invert it. Oh, look at that, they even put some directions on there. Press. Okay, I'm going to use 2 hands for this. Well, that was pretty cool. I didn't expect that. That was actually 2 different pieces. So when you press the center, it popped out of the pan, which also now means this pan is not reusable. Bummer. I'm just going to reuse that unless I put this disc back in. So now they say to just carefully peel the disc off. Probably have to take a knife, ease it around. It's still kind of warm. I might let it sit there a few more minutes. Actually, that came off fairly easy. You just have to be real careful. There we go. Might be able to reuse that. I just threw it right back in. Wash it all up. It's possible. Alright, so I'm going to get something here to help me roll this back over so I don't destroy it. And there you have it. Lemon Bliss. Let's make some frosting. Alright, same concept I guess. I got 4 tablespoons of butter. Pop in the microwave, about 20 seconds, soften it up, into the mixer. Alright, we're going to mix this on high for 1 minute. My timer out here. 1 minute, start. Alright, what I'm going to do now is scrape it down. And we're going to add the frosting mix in. It's definitely fluffy butter. Alright, that's great. Now let's get the frosting mix in. This is basically like confectionery sugar. It's lemon flavored, I think is all this is. Okay, that's in. And now, 1 teaspoon of water. Alright, we're just going to incorporate this nice and slow. And we'll pick up some speed as soon as we get it mixing all together here. We're going to scrape it down every couple seconds as well. Let's just let the mixer do its work first. It's looking good, looking good. Be careful, which I wasn't right there. You can scrape while you're mixing. I guess I shouldn't do that, huh? Alright. I don't want to tear up my spatula here. Yeah, it's definitely sticking pretty hard to the sides. Oops. That's just me trying to hold this with one hand. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We'll just scrape that right off on the beater. I think we're good to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to put that on high for about 2 minutes or till we like what it looks like. So I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. Start. And this is going to get loud because I'm going to crank it on high. 1 more. Boom. Full speed. We'll do that for 1 minute. Check it. I think 1 minute's going to be fine. Look at that. That's fantastic. Alright, what all I did was I took the beater off, scraped the pan down again, put the beater back on, and I'm going to give it 30 more seconds and then I'm done. moved the cake over to a plate so that I can wrap it up when we're finished. So all we're going to do now is frost the cake. I made a lot of frosting. I'm just getting started here. I'll straighten it out. There's still quite a bit left in there, so I'll probably take it around the sides too. Well, I'm probably the world's worst cake frosting decorator person, but anyway, it's on there. It looks great. I just tasted the frosting. It's really good, lemony. And there you have it, guys. Ninja Foodi. Let me get the full name out here for you. This is Duncan Hines Perfect Size Lemon Bliss, cooked in the Foodi. If you like this video, please leave me some comments. Hit that like button, thumbs up. Click the bell for notifications. Leave me some comments. And as always, enjoy. And I want to thank everybody for watching.